Okay guys, today we're going to talk about one of the hidden gems of e-commerce, conversion rate optimization. This is one of the most underutilized methods for increasing your sales, no matter if you're running your store on Shopify, WooCommerce, Magento, or whatever system your store runs on. We actually run CRO management for a number of our clients at Purple Fire, and clients are always stunned when they see the impact it has on their business. In this video, I'll go through how you can set it all up. I will also give you 9 tips for how to increase your conversion rate based on all the data we have from all our clients. So stick around to the end of this video to get everything you need to boost your conversion rate right now. So how do you set it all up? To start with CRO work, you need the right software. CRO means to optimize, so you will need software to split test your experiments. Let's say you want to test a new color on your add to cart button. You will want to do A/B split testing and gather data on which color performs better. I recommend using stuff like Google Optimize, which is free, or a software like VMO, which is paid. The reason why I like VMO is because their UI is super clean and it's easy to get going. You can launch experiments or tests and easily see the impact in a clean and visually appealing way. You also need a testing pipeline or testing roadmap. That sounds more complicated than it really is, especially since you don't want to work randomly. You want to start off by mapping out all the experiments you think could have an impact. If you work with an agency like us, we would be mapping out all of this based on experience, but also based on what we can see from potential gaps on your website right now. Having a pipeline means you know where you're going instead of just going where the wind blows. It is worth noting that you may also want a heat mapping software so you can see how your visitors are engaging on your website. Good examples would be Hotjar or Lucky Orange if you're on Shopify. It is worth noting that this is included if you pick VMO, but the price is also higher. Anyway, now that we got all that squared away, let's get right into our top 9 tips for improving your conversion rate. Speed has a huge impact on conversion rate. In fact, your conversion rate will drop on average about 7% for each second it takes for your page to load. Don't forget that most transactions happen on mobile today, and that is only going to be more important in the future. So don't make the mistake of just testing and optimizing your store on desktop. In fact, I would say you should go out of your way to test on mobile. Now, improving your speed can be easy, as there are often plenty of easy things you can fix right away. Here is a list of all the things we normally fix for our clients at Purple Fire. Now, as you can see, this list is huge and there's a lot of stuff to go through. Don't worry if you can't do all of it. This is pretty difficult to do on your own, but you can, for example, delete the apps that you don't want to be using or you're simply not using anymore. You can just delete them and that should already improve your loading speed. Now, if you're on WooCommerce, I recommend that you get a caching plugin, which is pretty easy. They're free to install, but setting them up correctly can be a bit tricky. So you should probably watch a guide on how to do that. Basically, a caching plugin saves your content so that it doesn't have to be loaded every time somebody scrolls around your website, and it will greatly improve your speed. Another plugin you can consider is a lazy loading plugin, which basically delays content to show up later instead of straight away, and that will improve your speed by a lot. Within this loading speed optimization area, I would say that GTM is a big one as well. So it's very common for a lot of websites to have lots of scripts. You might have Google Analytics, you might have something for your Facebook ads, and a lot of things that are tracking different things. You want to put all this script code into Google Tag Manager or GTM, which will also help improve the loading speed on your website, and it will run a lot more smoothly. So if you don't know how to do that, just go to Google Tag Manager and set all that up. You can find plenty of YouTube tutorials on how to do that, and that should actually help a great deal. Now, this may seem really basic, but benefit bars have a huge impact on your conversion rate. It's one of the only pieces of real estate for your mobile that will be seen by all your visitors. You will see businesses leaving these out, and you want to communicate multiple USPs or benefits in this area. This includes stuff like free shipping, a free shipping threshold, price guarantees, delivery time, or reviews. But honestly, the list is endless, and you should be considering having them switch every 5 to 6 seconds. Just take a look at this example. Not very inviting, right? These are major e-commerce businesses, and I can guarantee they are losing out on customers because of this issue. product sells more products, and customers have a very short attention span. When they don't see what they are looking for, they are going to exit your web store right away. Check these great examples out from Gymshark and ASOS. Great photos and easy to see the product because the images are vertical, i.e. optimized for mobiles. Not only that, because they both have great filtering, which is really important if you have lots of products in your store. If your products are not shown above default on mobile, make sure to tell your developer to change this. Move it up and make sure customers get inspired to click and view products as soon as they hit a category page. Now, this is honestly quite game changing, and I have not seen almost any store implement this. It's quite new in e-commerce, but early movers should see a huge impact if they implement it right now. Now, have you ever visited a website and copied the name of a product by marking it and then pasting it into Google to compare prices? I think we have all done this in the past. Smart retailers have observed this trend, and when you mark up the name of a product, this may trigger a pop-up or a new text that will notify you about the price guarantee or the price match. Essentially, they're trying to keep you on the website to ensure that you go through with your purchase. Just think about how big of an impact this can have on retailers that sell popular products like iPhones, laptops, or anything similar. We can utilize behavioral triggers in many different ways, no matter what you're selling. For example, you could set up your chat window to open up in the right corner if people click on the sizing guide based on the assumption that they may want some help or reassurance that they have picked the right size. You could do the same if they visit your returns page to improve your customer service as well. How about adding a trigger to display a pop-up if they keep adding a coupon at checkout that doesn't exist? For example, subscribe here to get 10% off your order. Now, if a customer is at checkout and they're trying coupons and nothing works, there's a high chance they're going to abandon their purchase or look somewhere else. So if you can ensure them that they're getting the best deal, you can actually convert that customer, which will be great for your business. User-generated content can add as much as 160% boost to your conversion rate. If you currently do not have any UGC, just think about it. You just saw this ad for a company selling a product you think about buying, and it looks interesting, but you're not really sure if the quality is good or if the company delivers on what they promise, right? Reviews and images from past customers will answer all these questions. They immediately tick off so many of the boxes that potential customers may have when buying a product from a new company. Make sure you get a review app or plugin up on your website that supports UGC images. On Shopify, Yupco can do that, but you can also find plenty of other plugins for WooCommerce or any other shop systems. You can even send your customers a $5 off coupon or something similar if they add a photo to their review. And I highly recommend this because images of people using your products will dramatically increase the conversion rate. Finally, if you are a bigger brand, try to utilize your Instagram and select images of customers using that specific product on that specific product page. So if you're selling a gray sweater and you have several people on your Instagram that have tagged you with that gray sweater, try to utilize those images on that specific product page to show that people are actually wearing that product. And there's a great example of that from Pangea here, where you can see them utilizing it. I love it, and I'm sure that is boosting their conversion rate by a lot. How many times have we seen the "you may also like" widget on a product page? It is often not very relevant, and this is a lost opportunity because most stores are not recommending truly relevant products because the app or the plugin they're using is not really using any sophisticated or intelligent AI. Here's a little hack to boost your conversion rate from upsells. Add the name of the product that is already in the cart. You can see an example of this from Amazon where they're using it, and I recommend doing the same thing because it does work. This is something Amazon does a lot too, and for good reason. People are tired of random recommendations. They want it to feel personal. We have implemented this solution for some of our customers, and they have seen huge results from implementing it on their website. Too often we allow our customers to pick the cheapest and the smallest option because we are not directing them towards anything. Often there is a good reason to pick a bundle or go with a subscription. This can be extra units for free or a discounted rate. You should definitely highlight this and potentially pre-select that option that gives the best overall value for the customer. A good idea is to write something like most popular next to the bundle or option you want people to select. See here how True Earth, one of our clients, is highlighting the discount on their product pages, and this is increasing their average order value and their subscriptions by a lot. This is so undervalued because it probably feels a bit overwhelming to create it. A guide is such a good way to convert customers because it personalizes the experience of shopping in your store. Customers go through a set of questions to identify their needs and are ultimately shown personalized products based on their choices throughout the guide. This makes the customer feel much more confident in their purchasing decision and the products you have selected for them in the guide. Dollar Shave Club is a good example of this, and they've done a remarkable job on their website. A guide or a quiz might be the best way for you to increase your average order value as well. This is because you can highlight and recommend bigger packages more easily. Also, remember to capture their email before they go to the end of the guide. This can be done by triggering a pop-up with a discount code very early in the guide. This will help you to sell to these people if they don't go all the way to the end of the guide through automated email flows. You can use Klaviyo or other email systems to easily convert them through automated email sequences. So this tip may seem obvious, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen stores with confusing click-through journeys, different colored buttons throughout their website, and it's just not easy for the customer to see where they're going. You want to make sure when you have your web store that all the buttons are similar colors, similar shapes, so that the customer has an easy time getting through your website and to the checkout without having to think too much or without having to spend time trying to find things. So this can easily be done, and we can see an example of that here where all the buttons are green and it's easy to get to the checkout stage without thinking too much. Okay guys, these were my top 9 hacks for conversion rate optimization. If you implement just a few of these, you're going to see a huge impact on your store. This is really neglected, and I really hope that you'll take some time to think about how you can make your store convert better. Don't forget that all the money you're spending on SEO or Facebook ads, whatever you're doing, might actually be wasted if your site is not converting at a high enough rate. And I have seen amazing results from all this work, so try it out and let me know in the comments below if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to help you out.